What's going on YouTube? Alvin the Director. I'm back again with another video. Alright, today marks my official first day of work and I am about to take off. I'm doing some last minute things like taking the trash out and making sure the kitchen is in order so that when I come home tonight, I don't have anything to worry about. Alright, here we are. This is what's on the menu. We got green peppers, we got red peppers, we got mushrooms in here, and baby spinach. I love baby spinach. I'm about to boil some rice, and in here we got some baked chicken. Giving meal prep another shot. I always say I'm gonna do it, but I ended up only making enough food for like the next 2 days, and then I ended up just grubbing. But I'm actually trying meal prep today because I was sitting at lunch talking to some other lieutenants today, and I was eating Subway and some baked chips, and they all had their meals from home. And I started thinking to myself, I'm spending $8 at Subway for just lunch alone, not including what I'm gonna have for dinner, and everyone else has their own food from home. And so I thought about it and I was like, hey, I can save a lot of money and not have to worry about thinking about what I'm gonna eat during lunch when I don't really like eating at the PX or eating in the DFAC like that, and I'll be able to save just a shit ton of money. So I ended up going to Walmart and I got a bunch of food that I'm just gonna cook for the rest of the week, and I'm gonna take it to lunch, and I'm also gonna have food for dinner because it is 2026 right now, 8:26. So it's late and like I'm just now getting home from the gym and everything and actually having time to cook dinner. So it'll be able to streamline the process a lot if I'm able to just have food for lunch during lunchtime, and whenever I get home from the gym, I'll be able to just heat up my food. So I'm giving it a shot at meal prep. If I like it, I'm gonna stick with it. If not, so be it. By the way, these Gatorade Zeros are a game changer. Like, zero sugar, same amount of electrolytes. These things are where it's at. Alright, so you've seen my layout and everything like that. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff from CIF, like a lot of stuff. So compared to what we did at Fort Gordon, I got my computer going off right now. This is like the makeshift office at our house. So this is like where I come and do all my editing and all that fun stuff. But like Fort Gordon, CIF is nothing compared to being at CIF in Alaska. We get so much Arctic gear that it's crazy. I have so much stuff that's just laid out in the living room right now that I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. It's a lot just thinking about it. It's very expensive. Like, they told me the dollar amount, which I don't know if I can say on here or not, but I was like, what? I'm responsible for just this amount of dollars and just personal stuff that we're gonna be using? It's a lot. But yeah, so today's a very, very important day for me. It's been a year now since I've been in the Army. Exactly a year ago, I was heading off to basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia. And I remember Raven dropping me off at the hotel like the night before. And the following day, we were going to report to MEPS and then from there ship out to basic training in Fort Benning. And it was a moving moment because she knew how bad I wanted to join the military, and you know, she was there, you know, supporting me every step of the way. And she dropped me off at the hotel, and it was a lot thinking about it. Just I had like, you know, small flashbacks of important times in my life that I felt like I wanted to do more, and it all started to manifest that day on February 26th, 2019. And when I first got to Fort Benning, I really didn't know what to expect, like at all. The entire like 10.5 weeks that we spent there, it was a lot. And I don't care how mentally tough that you are or physically tough that you might be. When you go to basic training, you're put in an uncomfortable environment. Like, it's so strategic to the point where I don't care who you are, you're gonna feel some level of uncomfort at some point throughout that process. And there are a lot of people who don't make it through basic training. That's just the reality of it. Whether it be because they're not mentally strong, because they're not physically strong, because they just don't want to do the work, maybe because they were there and never really wanted to be there in the first place. Maybe a parent forced them to do something. And I'm here to tell you that if you want to get through basic training, you can do it.
It's not the end of the world. It's not the hardest thing in the world. For some people, it might be the hardest thing that they've done in their lives to that point. But there's always going to be something in life that's going to hit harder than basic training. So for anyone that's about to ship out to basic training, keep that in the back of your mind. Like, you can get through whatever adversity is going to be thrown your way at basic training. Because trust me, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of times where I was just like, man, why am I really doing this? Like, I don't have to do this. I was making money before the Army, so I did not have to be there. But you have to remember your why. And your why is what's gonna carry you on through those hard times at basic training. And you're gonna find some battle buddies that you would just, go to war with, at any time, because you're just gonna become that close with them. So remember that if you're going to basic training, that this too shall pass. Besides basic training, I went to OCS right after that, which was 12 more weeks at Fort Benning, and I met lifelong friends. Now, I met some really good friends at basic training, but OCS is where I really met like my dogs. That's when I really met like some really close people, and they're still friends like to this day. Like, we still talk on a regular basis. A couple of them were able to come down to our wedding, so OCS really brought a lot of us together, which was, really dope, and I wouldn't do it again because those 12 weeks, it was just a lot. It was a lot. It's the most fun that I would never want to have again, but I'm grateful for the experience. And I talked about a lot of my experiences at OCS, so if you hadn't seen those videos already, you can watch them. I have a playlist on there called Army OCS, so just check that out and you'll be able to see the whole process going through OCS. And if you have any questions specifically about Officer Candidate School, I'd be more than happy to answer that. And again, today has just been a great day because, I'm starting work and, I'm getting issued all my CIF gear, and it's been a year since I joined the Army. And if you'd have told me a year ago that today, February 26, 2020, I'd be sitting here in North Pole, Alaska, I probably would have laughed, because Alaska is not where I wanted to go at the beginning. But I'm here now. I'm grateful for the opportunity. It was actually my number 2 choice, so I talked about that in another video as well. But I'm grateful to be here. The people here I've been working with are great. Everything here is pretty awesome. I'm going to talk a lot about Alaska and my experience here in the next series of videos, but I just want to thank you all for supporting me throughout this entire journey, and I look forward to continuing with my career in the Army and putting out some more great videos. So I'm Alvin the Director, and I'm out.